WOSU's Curious Sea Bus answers your questions about our region, its history, and its people. Kirk Smith wrote in to ask, does Columbus have ties to radio history? And is Marconi Boulevard named after the Italian inventor? We asked Aaron O'Donovan of the Columbus Metropolitan Library to tell the story.
Marconi Boulevard, no ties whatsoever to radio, other than the fact that they named it after the inventor of the radio. What the real connection is that it was named after a famous Italian. And the reason why it was named after a famous Italian is because it was Italian citizens that petitioned the city council to change the name of Water Street to Marconi Boulevard. They renamed Water Street to Marconi Boulevard in December of 37. And my understanding was that there were two main people that did that. A man named Frank Cipriano and a man named Joseph Gherardi. Frank Cipriano was an Italian consular agent and a lawyer in Columbus. And Joseph Gherardi was a tailor and a dry cleaner in Columbus. And I think he also lived in Grandview as well. He had a dry cleaning business in Grandview later on in life. Joseph Gherardi was the president of the Italian organization, the Piave Club. And Piave Club was a social organization for Italians in Columbus. And there are many other actually Italian social organizations, but these two men were a part of the Piave Club. Joseph Gherardi ended up running for state representative in 1934, but he ended up losing that election. I think they just had some political clout. They had some connections. They were, like I said, they were lawyers. So they ultimately got together and decided it would be a good idea to have one of our streets named after a great Italian because they had Italian heritage. As far as the connection to radio, I don't think it's because Columbus was a great radio town or anything of that nature. I think it was just because the inventor of the radio was Marconi, who was a really well-known Italian.
Do you have a question for Curious Sea Bus? Head to wosu.org/curious to submit your idea. Your question could become the next Curious Sea Bus story.